So what's good, y'all? It's real, man. I'm back with another video. And look, I don't mind these spots, man. I don't know what the fuck these spots is, right, man? But that ain't what this video about. So this video gonna be about chosen ones and how people they try to copy. They gonna try to steal your style, whatever, your swag, whatever. But you know, I've been peeping this for like a while now, like, you know, just with like how I dress or how I talk. Like people, like it's just like I said, like when you chosen, your energy is like so contagious. So, and I remember a while ago, this is like a couple years ago, like before I became spiritual, whatever, right? And this is more on like a relationship tip. But I don't know if it just got to do with chosen ones or just if you got like if you just got like a big presence or like you got like a big energy about yourself. Like if they was saying something about like how, you know, I seen like a post or something. It was saying something about like you know, I can't remember how the post went, but it was basically saying like if you got a girl or something like that, it's like she become a part of you, like she gonna become your mini me or some shit like that, right? But and then when I seen that post, I started paying attention to like the females that I was talking to at the time, and how like they started to act like me or like they started to talk like me, and they started to steal like some of my slang that like I used to talk and shit like that. And I'm like, damn. Alright, so look, y'all. So man, like I was saying though, basically, you know what I'm saying, how I was talking about when I seen the post, and it was saying something about, you know, basically it was saying something like if you know, if you got a girl or something like that, like she gonna start to talk like you or act like you, and she gonna become your enemy and shit like that, right? And it's because like if you got like a strong energy about yourself, it's like it get very contagious. Like you get that uplifting people. You know, you get the uplifting people in a good way. You know, people gonna try to be you, copy you, whatever, right? Like say anything I get now, see, when I try to put people on to the organic shit, they don't want you know, an organic. They want to stick to eating meat. But as soon as I go buy something organic, now all of a sudden they want to eat organic. Alright? But let's get to what this video really about though. So for a while now, like I've been paying attention to how like people starting to dress like how I dress, right? But see, before I ain't really pay attention to it because I that one shit that I was worried about. But then like I started paying attention to how I wear certain shit, and I started looking at other people that I come around, and they started to wear the shit the same way that I wear my shit. So I'm like I be thinking like they copying me, or is it like I don't really be trying to, you know, I don't be trying to, you know, think too much about it, right? But then it go from that to then they starting to use my slang and shit like that. So then I'm starting to think like, my energy is really starting to, rub off on people that's around me, because they starting to wear certain shit like how I wear certain shit, and they start to, you know what I'm saying, to use certain slang that I use, knowing that they don't even talk like knowing they don't even talk like that, right? And I think I'm about to shave this shit off too, man, cause I don't want to see how I look without it. This shit ain't even growing for real. But fuck it though. But yeah, man, like if you're a chosen one, man, just pay, and you got like a big energy about yourself, man, just pay attention to how people gonna try to copy you. And on top of that, when they do copy you and when they do try to steal your style, your swag or whatever, they don't even give you the credit. They don't even give you the credit. So you also gotta be. They gonna try to steal your swag and copy your shit and make it like it's their own and act like it's their own, knowing that they got it from you. Like that's what really fucked me up though, cuz it's like, nigga, you know damn well if you without me, you wouldn't even look as cool as you look. Like I ain't trying to make it about me, but if for real though, if you really wanna be real, if it wasn't for me, nigga, you wouldn't even have no type of style, nigga. Cause you know damn we don't dress like that. You don't dress with swag. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember back when I was in school, right? It was this nigga I was cool with, right? This nigga had all the designer shit. He had all the designer shit you could, or Palm Angels, Margielas, Burberry, all the shit that people wear, right? But when a nigga wore it, like when a nigga had the designer, he didn't match anything he had on. So anytime I try to, critique him on how to dress, he thought I was hating on him. Like, why would I hate on you, man? I don't give a fuck about wearing designer shit anyways. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't go blow my money on designer shit, right? But I'm trying to help this little nigga out. I'm like, bruh. Actually, he didn't even take it as me trying to help him. I'm like, bruh, how the fuck am I trying to help you out when I'm trying to teach you on how to coordinate your colors? Like, nigga, you got on. Like, I think it was one day the nigga had on this nigga had on like 4-5 different colors, but they was all designer, and he used that as an excuse. And he was like, bruh, it don't matter, my nigga. I got on designer. That's all that. No, that's not all that matter. Because you're not pulling no females. If it really matters, you're not pulling no females. You ain't doing none of that shit. But your whole outfit is designer. You got a designer belt, designer jeans, designer shoes, designer shirt, right? I'm like, bro, why don't you start coordinate your colors, right? And one day this nigga came in with an all orange outfit. This nigga had like an orange Palm Angels outfit. This nigga had on. I don't think his pants was orange, but damn near everything he had on was orange. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't saying don't wear designer, nigga. I'm saying if you gonna wear it, nigga, I want you to coordinate your colors so niggas can actually be like, that shit look sweet, right? And then like we all sitting on like the little, like say our little spot that we used to sit at. We used to all sit like outside. Like say we used to go outside on the football field. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, people used to play football. Sometimes we going to gym, right? We got this little spot that we just cool at. The little bitches be right there and shit like that, right? So everybody, so I'm saying like, nigga, I want you to start coordinate your color. Everybody around me like, yeah, nigga, like, ain't nobody saying don't wear the designer, nigga, like, just coordinate your colors and shit like that. Like, if this nigga actually started to coordinate his colors, like, he actually look sweet. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, though. But it's like, he ain't even take it as me giving him the advice, or, cause that's what's wrong with people nowadays. It's like they feel some type of way when you get advice from certain people. Like, what you feel like? Now, it's one thing when somebody tried to little bro you. Like, I didn't try to little bro him. I just tried to, just give him advice on how to coordinate your colors. It ain't about, like, I don't hate on nobody. There's no point of, like, I could go out and get some shit if I want to. But it's not about that. What the fuck? Get the fuck off me, my nigga. Like that. But yeah, man. That's all to say that. Just pay attention to how your energy starts to spill out on people around you, and then at the same time, they don't even give you the credit. Like, you could be the reason. Like, say if you're in a toxic environment, it's like everywhere you go, you start to shift the environment. So if you're in a toxic environment, you're gonna shift the whole environment to like a peaceful, whatever type of environment you want it to be. It's because your energy is like the strongest there, so you got the power to shift everything. But it's not really you though. It's just God working through you, right? Not saying that as if God not working through everybody else, but it's an energy thing, right? If you don't got enough energy, then your presence is not gonna be felt like how a real chosen one, like, they energy, they like, if you spiritual or whatever, your energy is gonna be high. You're gonna be vibrating at a high frequency. So it's like you sucking in all that energy, meanwhile you shifting everything. Like, that's also what you gotta pay attention to. But then people, it's like they know, but they're not gonna give you the credit. They just gonna act accordingly and think that everything is because of them. But I don't be speaking on shit like that though, cause people, they just want to have their own way. They just want shit to be their way. So shit, I just mind my business and keep, make sure I protect my energy though, cause being around people like that all the time could drain you for real. But yeah though, I ain't talked to a female in a minute. I ain't even gonna lie though. Like, at one point in time though, I was scared to be alone. Like, not like scared to be alone, but I wasn't used to being alone, cause I was used to talking to females. I was used to having a girlfriend or whatever like that. Man, all these motherfucking flies keep trying to get on me, man. Damn. Like, that's what I mean. Your energy contagious. Like, even these motherfucking flies be trying to get some of me, man. Like, what the fuck? Man, these birds be trying to fly around me, like, man. These squirrels, cats. What the fuck? Man, the birds usually be out here talking to me, but I don't know where the fuck they be going at. Like, they be sitting up in this tree right here and they be talking to me and shit like that. We be really having conversations. I'm fucking with y'all though. Like say at one point in time, like, my granny, she married and shit like that, right? But she not married to my grandfather. She married to another nigga, so he not even like my biological grandfather, shit like that, right? So at one point in time, he supposed to be like bipolar and shit. So since he not really like in our bloodline, like, he sometimes when we come around, he be feeling some type of way and shit like that. So he be wanting to have my grandmother all to himself. But my nigga, you forgot, my nigga, that's my grandmother, my nigga. You can't have my grandmother and nigga, what the fuck? What? Nigga. And if you're not even my real grandfather, my nigga, like, I don't understand, my nigga. Tell me something. In a couple years, nigga, we downsizing, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna be coming around to see my grandmother, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, right? So he be trying to give off these signs that he don't want us around and shit like that, right? But every time I come around, his whole demeanor changed. Like, he was like, "Oh, you here? Good." But shit, just a couple weeks ago, you was complaining about how you ain't want us coming over there. You talking about you want downsize so niggas can't come over there and spend, nigga, what the fuck, type? Like, so it's like motherfuckers, they know the energy you carry. So it's like, subconsciously, they want you around them. They know that you the reason for certain shit flowing hours, but they ain't gonna let you know that. But you gotta know that you really the reason. But that's why I told y'all in that video where I said I'm sitting there watching the TV, like say for instance, usually, but when I usually go over there, my grandfather usually come in the living room, you know, I just give him the remote and shit like that, just to keep the peace and shit like that, right? But that day, I was just sitting there watching what I want to watch. I was like, man, fuck it, dude, I'm just gonna sit right here and watch what I want to watch, right? And it was like, I felt like I was invisible, like, motherfuckers was paying attention more to what I was watching than me sitting right there watching the TV. So I'm like, I'm actually paying attention to this. I'm like, damn, like nobody paying me no attention. You know, then I went on a little walk. I went to go get me something from the store. You know what I'm saying? I realized till that, I'm like, damn, like, it don't even feel like I'm a part of the family. Like, it'll get that deep. But you know, I didn't got used to being alone, so it was like I ain't saying I was crying or nothing, but I just shaded a tear too. But I'm like, damn. Like, then they hit me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just deal with, like, I ain't no sucker. Like, I could deal with this. It ain't like, but it was just like, that's like the first time I actually experienced that shit, so it just hit different. But you know, by me going through that, it's like I know what to expect now. You know, I've been going through it for like the past couple of months, you know. Like, I made the video, you know, chosen ones get treated like an outcast and shit like that. Like, they're not gonna treat you like you're a part of the family unless they want to manipulate you, though. That's another thing, you gotta be careful. They ain't gonna treat you like you're a part of the family unless they want to manipulate you. But yeah, though, I got like another like 2-minute clip. Like, I started to record this video in my room that I'm gonna insert, but I ain't gonna make this video too much longer. I just wanted to hurry up and make this video, man. But gee, man, just pay attention to just pay attention, man. If you feel like you're a chosen one, you got like an energy about yourself, just pay attention to how people they gonna try to steal your style. They gonna try to steal your swag, man. So just pay attention. Trust me, you gonna. And the thing is, though, they don't even think that you peeping it. In reality, they think you. If you just like a cool, laid back person, like you don't really like address shit, like you just stand to yourself, they gonna think you stupid. They gonna think you dumb. Like, they don't think that you catching on to everything that they do. But in actuality, you can see through all the bullshit, though. That's the funny thing about it, though. You can see through all their bullshit, and they think that you don't. But yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead in this video, man. Make sure y'all stay up, man. Make sure y'all be blessed, man. Continue to take care of yourselves, man. I'm out, though.